Okay. Hello. I am just here just in case anybody. Sorry, I was looking at some. Sorry. I had to respond. Oh my god. My thumbnail because some things aren't right. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at channel analytics right now. I'm trying to re-edit as to why my background is this. That is weird. I'm going to change this because, yeah, I don't want people just to look at that. Oh wait, oops, I switched into the wrong thing. It's so satisfying I can just type it across because it spells QWERTY. Frick. Well. Oh wait, yay, it actually works. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay. Okay. Hello. Just doing a mini Q&A session just to pass time. I'm surprised my stream even popped up right now. I was encouraged by people I should start a live stream just to answer questions people may have. But I'm just kidding. Thanks. I'm just sitting here waiting for others to. You have a few questions? Okay, go ahead. Ask away. That's what I'm here for. Sorry if I'm not looking away. I'm looking as I'm trying to edit stuff on my computer. And that's weird. How does one build stamina? Uh, that's actually a great question. There are many things you can do. If I never have anything over a 14, it will tire me out quick. Well, that's a good question. If you happen to do any outside activities out of school, that definitely helps. Is a thing I normally run up. I normally run up and down 4 flights of stairs outside just to get practice of stamina, and it also builds up foot speed. I also happen to practice anything that's over than what you're capable of. That's what I was trying to say. Anything that you practice above that's normally around maybe a 15 or a 15 through 17s, that normally can help you get stamina faster. Because that surely is what I did. Because remember, normally if you want to get better at MA first, it normally requires to have a lot of stamina. So at the time I was just learning, I happened to just go for 17 clear then I worried about getting MA on other lower charts later then. On average, I normally would play about 2 to 3 17s in a set, averaged. But if you want to do more, go for it. Or if you want to do less, either way it works. It's fine. How long do I usually play for? Average, I normally play for about a good 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes 6 on a good day. Today was super busy, but I didn't mind it. Yeah, you should have seen me during my pump time. Oh wait, that actually, now that I say that, that's actually a good question. Actually, now that I say that, during also, if you want to, you could also cross train on games. That also normally sometimes help because back in my time, before there was even a DDR A cabinet at my arcade, there used to be a Pump It Up Prime arcade that we used to have, and I would just you literally would spend hours on that. I think around average, I would spend around a good 7 or 8 hours just playing Pump. Do not ask how that works. I don't know. I was too energetic as a 10-year-old. I don't know. I only got 2 hours. Well, can't exactly be ashamed of that. That's how much time people normally get to play on average, so even the best players in the world don't necessarily have a lot of time to play a lot of stuff that they want to. Hold on 1 second. There. But yeah, I normally play for about around 4 to 5 hours normally. That's how much. The longer you play, the more stamina you'll get. That's just how it works. There's nothing necessarily in cheats that you can do. Yeah, as much as I like to make a retour to that, I don't necessarily want to say anything about that because That was all drama in the past. Can't exactly blame the person that had the cab for it though. It's not necessarily my issue or my problem. That's just them. But I'm not even going to make any other further comments on that either. But normally during my session, oh yeah, I probably should list that. It's probably best if I do. Oh, once I get my own car, I'm probably gonna average around 3 to 4 hours playing DDR alone. I mean, I drive on my own. I drive on my own half the time just to go out to the Dave and Buster's myself. That's how I normally get up there, but my grandparents drop me off, so I very much have much free time as I want. Where was I rambling off? I kind of just went on a train for thought and I kind of lost what I was saying. Oh, right. So normally my session consists of maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I want to say around maybe or at least maybe even about a good 3 minutes just on one random 13 or 12. And then the rest of my session just consists of uppers. I will switch back on and off from other lower charts from time to time, but I hardly. But that's if I have nothing else to work on. If I happen to get all the stuff I wanted to achieve on that day, I just switched to lowers because there was not necessarily a point just to go to uppers. Gotta wait till March to get a permit. I got my permit in August. Because the Dave & Buster's I live at is around maybe 10 to 15 minutes away, so it doesn't take that long to get there. Cha-da-da-cha-da. Hold on, god dang it, why is my freaking YouTube analytics glitching? That's weird. And that's also another thing. And that's also another thing of why people don't necessarily notice progress in what they're playing. Because they have to be dedicated, and whether they want to even leave out just to go to the arcade just for even a few minutes or even go at all. It's all just by dedication. You just have to have the right mindset just if you want to actually get something. Or it just happens naturally. That's just me, though. Mine is not blocked by a highway. Mine basically just sits on a lawn. It's basically almost like a mini strip mall. My mom is honestly the one stopping me. My grandparents don't really care how much I got, just as long as it's not excessive. But I honestly plan out the days I want to go because I know I can get something that day. That's just happened so I have a lot of stuff. Or just a lot of scores that I just happen to get. Let's see. Ah, fudge. I usually go a monthly. Well, as long as you're not completely you don't necessarily get rusted in that amount of time. It normally takes about a few months before you get completely rusty. the much more time you spend playing, the much more time you'll actually notice your progress getting better. And even if it's just by even if it's just by a second, or just honestly if it's small progress. Practicing at home definitely has a lot of benefits. And especially if it's something you're not particularly good at, whether it may be certain patterns, box runs, crossovers, foot switches, laterals, all the above. But it also helps you find sync at a lot of stuff, and that's how I adapted it. I just use whatever I know from home at the arcade. It kind of just transfers from one another. What in the world? Okay. I see. Well, practicing it that way may be a little bit more efficient because it honestly will probably even feel like you're probably at the arcade. Well, because the pads that we have at Dave and Buster's are basically almost stock pads, and as from what I hear, people say it hurts their. It's good for their feet, but not good for their legs. But it just kind of depends on which your home background maybe, because I used to practice on a home pad, but I don't necessarily do that because I spend most of my free time at the arcade anyway. Yeah, that's what I do. Or I just tap on my leg just to feel, or I just normally just practice tapping out charts on my leg or my ankle. It honestly is more efficient that way. Because that's what I do. But keep in mind, I do that almost basically every 30 minutes. If I'm bored and I have nothing else to do, I just side shuffle through random charts, and yet I just practice tapping them. And I do that basically almost every day. It's honestly, I don't even know if that's healthy myself doing it. So it's not necessarily something to be ashamed of. Yeah, I play Stab Mania a lot at school during my free time. And especially, I even sometimes doing it if I do it if I have nothing in class too, which is basically most of the time. Whoop. Yeah, my friends are the same way. Even my teachers are the same way. They're very aware of my status, and they honestly think it's cool. So I'm fine with it. One of my teachers at school used to be a DDR player, so that's how they were honestly fine with it. Well, not one of them, two of them are. Well, my teachers knew basically on the first day of school because we just basically had to make a presentation about ourselves, and that's what I presented. I wasn't ashamed of it. Nothing to be ashamed of either. That's weird. I shared this thing out, but it's not even working. No, you really shouldn't be because it's doing something that you love. What's there to be wrongfully ashamed about? The school I go to, I tried to get one of well, someone I know that he's basically an adult, but he runs in a DDR club at a certain high school that he went to. So we're trying to get on terms of where he could actually speak with my principal about that. But I haven't really spoke with him in a while, so it's kind of going to be in the long term before that even happens. It'll be a while before my school will have it, but not stopping until it actually happens. I won't necessarily stop, and I don't plan to. It'll be a very long while until we actually get our DDR club here fully running. Because I had to actually find people that actually want. I mean, I'm not going to be the one to tell you how long you should be interested in what you love. I'm not going to be the one to tell you that because you just do what you want. If you want to continue it, that's fine with me. If you don't, that's also fine with me. Either way it goes, you still continue on to doing what you want to do best. The game does a lot of things, physically and mentally, and also community-based too. Well, half and half on that part, but... Oh wait, god damn it. I gotta freaking put in Discord. I knew I was forgetting to do something. Yeah. Well, the community I used to have, well, kind of talk to now, but they hardly really play that much for themselves because they're basically almost twice my age and they have better things to worry about, but they go to my Dave & Buster's from time to time. I'd be surprised if I even see them there. I basically play by myself. It's been like this for what, maybe the past 6-7 months? Well, not counting the day in October because I had a meetup in that day, and that's where I actually got to meet people from Columbus. But if I'm not counting that, basically almost 6 months. There used to be someone at my arcade that used to go there daily, but I hardly don't even see them anymore. Probably because they moved. It's honestly both kind of a feeling I honestly don't understand myself. It's like, I want to play for myself, but yet I honestly want to meet someone at the same time. I don't know. I have a best friend that comes to Dave & Buster's with me often, but really the only thing we do is honestly only ever play DDR for about a good 2 hours. At most. I'd be lucky enough if we even get to even play for an hour. I don't know. Yep. Sorry, kind of lost focus for a second. I've been getting into the game since about 2018. I've been playing DDR since I was 5. Started out with DDR Extreme, that's all I had. Until I moved back here in Cincinnati, and then that's when DDR Ace got booted up, and basically everyone I knew from Ohio started going there a lot often, until months passed, and then the cab started getting more unplayable. But honestly, the cab is playable, and it's just fine to me. But that's others' opinions I probably won't get either. Nope. Someone sent me something on Discord. Interesting. I honestly just picked up the just by, I don't know. I kind of just picked it up from people that I saw. There used to be a guy at my Dave and Buster's that used to go there a lot, but he was the one that moved. He was honestly the one that told me I should play more often. I would actually become one of the best players, and especially if I started out this young. And he was kind of half right. Oops. Interesting. I honestly don't know. I kind of just needed a hobby to pick back up on, and I figured I would just continue playing again. I honestly don't regret it at all. It's just something it's just something I just enjoy in particular. I forgot how loud my notification just. I forgot how my notifications are. It's so freaking loud. But I kind of just picked up on the game here and there. So that's how I've honestly found out about it. Because there was honestly no particular reason of how I found out. Just be happier in a more game-friendly state. I kind of debate that, actually. Well, not counting people that play DDR, of course, but most people find the game intolerable. So, that's just how it goes, unfortunately. It's something I never understood either. What the heck? Okay, that's interesting. Because I'm in North Carolina and it feels like it's a ghost town. Believe me, I used to live in Virginia. No one even knew about the game even existing. I moved back here because most of my family lived here. So, I kind of didn't have a choice. But I don't regret any of it at all. La-dee-da-da. The one time I genuinely played was back in August around 1. Lucky for you. Still haven't gotten to round 1 in all of my years of playing. Why? Because apparently it is a long drive to even go there, even though it's hypothetically 45 minutes to an hour. And that's something I never get, something I don't get even till today. And yet it's been 3 years. Do you think something would even change about that? Yeah, I guess not. Da-da. The city I'm in would kill for a round 1. I wish. Even the one, even if I do go to Dave & Buster's, is still about 45 minutes. Hold on. I can actually pull up a video on here. If I'm able to do that. I think the malls are boring without it. I get that. But it's not exactly anything you could do to renovate one, or even, honestly, even build one in. So. Wait, actually, let me see if I can find the very old video. I think I might have deleted it off my channel. But it is my very first DDR video and very first time ever even playing it. I think I might have deleted it because it was too embarrassing. I think I deleted it. I do not know. I kind of forgot how many videos I post. Yeah, I think I deleted it. Dang. Bet they'll give another and one California again. Yeah, and my friend be lucky enough because he's still in California right now. I don't even know if he plays right now though. My first ever session was March of this year. Don't take it too lightly. That'll honestly be something that you want to probably remember too, the more you keep on playing though. Could be used as a token. Ah, frick. Okay, I think I added all the stuff I wanted to on my YouTube. And it was a trash cabinet at Adventure Landing. Yeah, kind of impossible to do something, and it's kind of impossible to at least have a decent session if the cap is bad. That's different. It was extreme with terrible pads and a low brightness screen with a supernova mark. Yeah. Yeah, well, I never really got to experience it that much because I was around 5 at the time. But I played. There was a certain extreme cap that one of my mom's friends had, and I would go over there often. And there was also an extreme cab at a mall that I used to go to a lot. It was actually named after my little nephew. That's the funny thing. Well, I say little, but my nephew is now 12, I think. I'm pretty sure he's 12. Actually, no, he's 11. He's 4 years behind me. Yep, I'm an uncle of 5 many other grandchildren that I had to watch over. I had to watch. I haven't seen them in a while, but I used to live with them, so yeah, I'm an uncle. Well, I'm proud uncle of 5 and plus 4 other of my other nephews that were just born recently. Yeah, I kind of could go on a long tangent about my whole family, but that's something for another time. This is a DDR stream, damn it. Well, I suppose I'm here. I do have time to go over other stuff on here. Uh, well, since I'm here, I do have time to take other questions. Because other people haven't even seen my stream yet, unfortunately. But nothing I can necessarily do about that. You are making some kind of progress. I mean, not everybody just grows progress overnight. It's something that probably takes around days, months, probably even years. DDR is not exactly the type of game that you can necessarily get better at within a day or two. It's something you got to keep practicing over time. Yes, Progress is anything, even if you happen to fail something. This is just basically almost in the same prospect of saying, if I even somehow manage to even get through a 19 or even play it at all, yeah, that's basically just saying the same thing. Yes, it is basic. Failing is even also progress. Yeah, max 300 is something not to is not necessarily something to joke around with. Max 300 is one of those charts that basically tests almost anyone's limit, and especially if they're an extreme player. So what should I bring on for my next visit? Well, not necessarily sure how weather is in North Carolina, but if necessary, bring an extra pair of clothes because that's what I always bring. Just because I happen to have shorts and always a t-shirt on doesn't necessarily mean that's what I walk outside in. I always normally wear a sweatshirt and joggers over it. Then I just happen to change. You'll probably need a small bag to carry. Not necessarily something huge. Unless you want to. Unless you're that tacky. But normally, maybe a backpack that's empty so you can at least hold a water bottle and a towel inside. A hand towel, that's preferable unless your hand is. Yeah. It's probably best to bring a small water bottle, but not some. Unless you want to bring something huge, if you're going to play maybe something that's not typically in your range, probably best if you do that. Because I guarantee you, even if you take the smallest sips or keep taking sips of water, you'll probably run out. I guarantee it. I ran out and if you don't, and if you say that you don't, you're a liar because I almost ran out today doing it. Yeah, probably if you're honestly not playing. And that's also another important thing in order to gain more progress playing. Your apparel is super important to what you want to play in because most people play in sweatpants and joggers, jeans. Don't know how people do that. They're crazy. Actually, no. I take that back. I don't know how people play in jeans. I don't get that at all. I don't. And yet, I don't even play in jeans. Don't get that at all. To look presentable? That's honestly the last thing I'd worry about. Because, what's to be... Oh my lord. Ansley, get out of here. You do too much. That is honestly so stupid of how you just randomly get in here. Okay. That's a joke. That's the first thing my mom worries about, not gonna lie. Well then, congratulations. Your parents are weird for that, because that's the last thing that they should worry about. Because that's something because that's something my grandparents wouldn't even care about. It really isn't. Yeah, you come in here and yeah, that's the first thing you say. God damn. Oh, that's amusing. Oh my gosh. I probably am gonna go over my other stuff through my Stuff Mania files, because I probably need to. Yep, it is New Year's Eve. So, it's almost that time already, huh? Actually, I'm probably just gonna go over. Nope, try that again. Why do I even hang out with people in here? They're so freaking stupid. Actually, well, now that I'm talking about advice, I probably would be terrible if I didn't go through my STEM Media files. Now, shall we? I really hope I don't get copyrighted because of this. And if I do, I'm gonna cry. It's probably gonna make me mute my audio, but I don't care. The more, the better. God dang it. I'm closing on my freaking Discord. That's gonna get on my nerves. What the? Oh yeah, that's right. I was playing Super Sentai earlier. Let's see. What is something I should suggest? I'm still wondering how your options are working. They're my options work out fine. Hold on. I can't even see the freaking button. God damn it. Yeah, my options work out fine. Don't know why yours don't. Yeah, mine work just fine. Don't really have too much significant stuff on here because I just only work on upscoring random crap. Well, maybe this one, but don't necessarily have a lot of stuff on here worth mentioning. Oh, I forgot to mention, most of my stuff that I have green on here are already PFC'd, but this was off of my old Stepmania stuff, so I guess it must have transferred. But it's saying it's green, but it's not. It's PFC'd. See, it even says it right there. What else is worth mentioning? Well, maybe... Why does it say 24? I have 19 on Toku Evolved. Whatever. Something that is nothing in particular. Well, maybe this one, Shiny Days, I guess. It's not necessarily something too oh wait, that's copyright. I can't play that. Shoot. Oh no, this is bad. That's bad. I can't play that. Well, oh well. This is just about to get copyrighted. Who cares? Maybe Puberty Dysthemia. This was one of my, I think on keyboard, this was my second or third 17 PFC I ever got actually working on it. I definitely need to work on the MA for it though, because it's not that good. Yeah, but knowing YouTube, they probably copy check me in a heartbeat. Oh. Oh, yeah. Do I even want to mention this, though? Well, that's because Waterfall has basically the similar window of ITG. That's probably why. You probably might want to change that. It's probably not set to the same window of what DDR, an actual DDR arcade cabinet has. Yeah, this definitely, on top of my head, 142 plays to get. Yeah, this was annoying as frick. Just a random MFC I got. It's a pretty fun chart. Pretty easy too. Wait a minute. Wait. I was about to say, that's not right. I don't have the 16 MFC. I wish I did though. Well, I wouldn't say lenient, but to more accurate of depiction of what an actual White Cab's arcade timing would be, which is actually late. Well, basically, mostly every song on a White Cab is orally late. That's just it. I'm pretty sure that's copyright too, but I don't care. I'm not necessarily sure if it is. What is an MFC I have that is not copyright? I don't even know anymore. But I'll figure it out. You have some songs that are username made. No, but I happen to having some. I have some random pump songs that are in here. Hold on, where is it? I have to find it. Cosmical Rhythm. Yeah, that's not part of this game at all. Yeah, this song. Yeah, it's not made for DDR. It was strictly a pump song, but there happens to be a whole folder dedicated to it, and I just said I wanted to try it anyway. Where's Cross Time? Here it is. Yeah, this is also a pump song. But yeah, if you also want to get better at progress for DDR, timing is almost basically anything. It's basically something that you want to have as your second nature. So what I would suggest is hold on, let me go back to my arcade settings. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I do not know where it's at. Is it in here? Nope. Oh yeah, I have a lot of themes on here. Starlight, Simply Love. I also had the 2014 edition. I also have the 8.3 edition too, but I don't use it though. Because I had to get used to 820 timing. Surprisingly, the themes actually match of how sync is. On the white theme, it's actually orally late. And on the gold theme, it's actually orally early. Not sure how they actually managed to do that, but I don't know. I guess I gotta had to work somehow. Yeah, most of them will probably be made like that. I'm not certain. Hold on. I forgot what I was looking for a second. God dang it. I got caught up in the moment. Found it. Okay. Here it is. So, what I have my difficulty is on judge difficulty is 5. Because that's basically almost to the timing of what a white cap has, and that's why I have it set like that. Life difficulty just basically sets on how much life is actually, how much on life for you want to set. I just have it set to basic. And do not ask if I have played doubles on here, because I have and I regret it. I don't necessarily have anything that's worth mentioning on here, except I just had too many POs. Yeah, it's not necessarily worth on keyboard either. I only have 1 PFC on doubles, and that's the way I'm probably gonna leave it too. What is something that I got absolutely on random? Oh, I know. This. Yeah, that. One day I was super bored. I wanted to try an MFC of 14. Happened so to get this within 3 plays. Went from 9 to 5 to MFC. Not sure how that works, but I mean, I got it that way. What is some other stuff I want to get to? Still waiting for my first MFC. Well, I could make a whole tangent of how to actually get an MFC, whether if it's an arcade cab or actually at home, but I don't even have one at the arcade yet, so I can't necessarily say anything about that. But I have a pretty good idea of how to. Not that difficult. Hate this song. Oh yeah, that's right. I did MFC this song. Yeah, I have a lot of MFCs on keyboard. Oh, I know a perfect good song of what song you can MFC easily. I know the perfect song. Boom. Do I even need to say more? I mean,
The MFCs for yourself will say alone. Even though the song is 170, it's not that bad. It's super easy to keep up with timing. I'm honestly close to MFC. I'm honestly close to MFC in the 16. I can honestly do it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot. Speaking of 16s. Wait. It won't let me do it. Stop! Oh, that's right. This is honestly easier than... This chart is honestly easier, but... Yeah, we'll go with it. This chart actually has a lot of notes for a 10. And it's also 120 BPM, so yeah, it's super early. I have Top the Charts MFC, Theory of Eternity. Well, I had got both of these in the same day because I happened to just work on singing for it. So, yeah, it doesn't take much. I can go on about a whole tangent of what MFCs I have, but that's not what I'm here for. I can go on and on about what MFCs I have, but that's not necessarily my purpose of what I'm doing this live stream for. So I probably should stop. For MFCs, if you're not necessarily particularly sure on what difficulty to practice on, I probably suggest on playing levels 1 through 5. Yeah, I'm honestly glad I muted my PC now because this song is straight up copyright. And I'm just letting it play on and on. Sweet. Oh wait, now that I think about it, hold on a sec. Yeah, MFCs just take time. And it definitely takes a lot of practice. It's not necessarily something that you would get for... I can't say that. I can't say that. I don't have the rights to say that. I forgot. I've done a few live streams on I have too, but it's not necessarily something people are interested in watching anyway, so I just stopped doing it. Hold on, I have to find the chart. Yeah, I can't necessarily say MFCs are something that you get in one try because I sight read MFC. This freaking chart. I can't find it. Yeah, I can't necessarily say that because I just sight read MFC this chart. Don't know how that works, but I don't know. If you want a person in particular to watch MFCs from, there is a person I know. Hold on, let me see my chat. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, May CSP is Honestly, pain. Had that chart flagged, and I don't plan on PFCing it anytime soon. Because I don't want to play it at all. Hold on. I know exactly the person if you want to know to get MFCs from. This person is also one of my other grand friends of mine. I know exactly who to suggest. Boom. Want to learn how to get MFCs and actually learn on timing? That's the person you probably would want to rely on. Dr. D. He is awesome. Seriously. Great guy. And is also really great at timing. There's always some type of way that Dr. D explains MFCs. Where it's a way that him and I both try to find a way of how to explain MFCs, and it's honestly not something that you can just pull up a speech just from your butt. That's not how that works. It takes time to come up with explanations like that, and especially if it's something that you're unfamiliar with. Yeah, even trying to explain how to PFC something is honestly something that takes some time to explain. Yeah. Well, Voltissimo is something that's completely. Yeah, Voltissimo is extremely difficult to even clear within itself. Saying that, but that was my first 17 clear. It's not necessarily that happened. Well, I'm probably gonna take a few more questions and call it a night. Yeah, probably gonna take a few more questions and probably call it a day. Because no one else honestly has questions for me today. I mean, it is midnight. How do you build the pit? Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. But how do you build patience to FC? Uh, kind of difficult to explain that one. You kind of just had to build up more nerves in order to feel comfortable, and honestly, if you're trying to FC, if you're trying to go for a full combo on any song for that matter, you just had to play the song more often. Not grinding it, that is not what I mean at all. Just take time from session or from another session just to at least play it. But just take time in a session to at least play different songs to see what songs you can FC at most. Uh, I kinda lost focus again, sorry. How do you get used to the step pad? You probably just have to get used to playing on that certain type of pad. Oh. Like on foot positionings? You practice certain charts in order to get used to where you actually want to for your feet placement to be. Because most of the charts I play consists of most double steps and most consist of most crossovers. So just have to find whatever is comfortable for you. And especially if it requires to use certain turn mods for it. Because most stuff that you will probably play in the future or other songs that you probably are thinking of will probably consist of most double step patterns that you probably are not used to. So just have to play more of the chart. That's all I can say. Just have to play more of certain charts in order to get used to certain foot placements. Because I know I used to suck crossovers so bad, and I couldn't even freaking do one without tripping over myself. Well, I could think one of two things. You are either doing something wrong with foot placement, or it just happens to be with pad misses, and something's probably going on with that. But either way it goes, it can be half and half sometimes. So it just depends. You probably might want to try experimenting with that for a minute. Probably will take two more questions and I'm calling it a night. Because I'm seriously just staring at my freaking computer screen half of the time now, not even paying attention. Duh. Almost thought I just lost connection for a second. If you're referring to alone, that will probably take some time. Because for one, alone is completely off sync and it's super early because it's low on BPM. I'm pretty sure it's 115 or 120. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a minute, and especially if you're not used to early sync. Two, if it happens to be on a white cab, then you're probably limited as to what speed mods you probably want to practice. Well, it doesn't matter either way on speed, but you're probably limited on what you want to work on regarding to speed mod wise. Because if you're definitely are not used to early charts, you are definitely are going to have one hell of a time trying to choose one. That's all I know. And also, alone also uses offbeat eighths, so that definitely will throw you off a bit. And regarding it with mixed streams too. I sometimes forget how difficult alone can be, and yet it has a 12 chart. Well, yeah, you may know how to change speed, but yeah, what I'm saying is cultivating to it. Because adapting to speed is definitely something that's important for gaining MA progress. Yeah, it's not really gimmick. It doesn't have any gimmicks at all. So, not saying it's impossible to PS yet, but it's just difficult to. Alrighty, and taking one more question, and I am closing off stream. How do you get used to gimmicks anyway? I may sound like a broken record, but practicing the chart a bunch. Even if it's one tiny slight gimmick, that still can definitely mess you up by a lot. And this is where techniques like ghost stepping come in. Because normally most songs that have stops in it, I normally ghost step it. Hold on. I have time to explain the chart. Oh, if you want to talk about over the period and the Wayadori, well, I actually can talk about a Wayadori since I had the 14 chart PFC. Alright, I guess I have some time. Let's see. This isn't necessarily a good version of the chart because it's bad speed. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. I have time to go through a quick walkthrough. So, one, for what I recommend, if you want to study a gimmick chart a lot, I probably suggest of listening to the song a lot first before you decide to actually play the chart. You may think this isn't unimportant now, but it surely is, trust me. Yeah, if you want to get gimmick charts like this, listen to the song and actually hear where the stop actually is and not try to anticipate it. And two, the thing I will also probably try to recognize is also the BPM label. Yes, this is super important too. Because this also comes into future play for gimmicks that also may have random BPM changes in it, like a Wayadori over the period, Pluto, all of Pluto's BPM, and also just listen to this. What in the world? This song got actually stuck in my head. That actually is a good thing. Not even gonna debate that either. But yeah, if you're going to study stuff like this for a Wayadori, yeah, I probably just listen to the song a lot first before you even play the chart. Because for one, it can actually get you a central idea of what you actually are listening to into the chart and not actually are just hitting off of this, just reading it based off actually visually seeing it on the chart. Because I guarantee you, this reading it just based off of it visually will never work. I'm telling you this now just off experience. You had to listen to the chart and listen to it again and then listen to it a few more times until you actually get sick and tired of the song. Even if you hate it. Okay, now if we're talking about gimmick parts like here for a Wayadori, yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend ghost stepping it unless you feel like you want to go into timing, but yeah. And also, I was pulling up another chart here. Let me actually use my video for once, actually. I'm gonna use my video because I want to. It's my stream. I want to use my video. And this is basically almost like a chart breakdown, too. So this works, too. Let's see. This is for Tenku no Hana, aka aka Firework in the Sky. This is also a really fun 15, but it doesn't necessarily have a lot of gimmicks in it. It does have two, but it's a BPM gimmick. I don't necessarily count it. Now, for this part here, you would probably have to listen to the song because the last thing you would expect is for the song to speed up here. See, notice how it's a subtle switch of BPM from 90 to 180. Well, I may sound stupid, but it's not actually 180 BPM. It's actually just 90 BPM double. Yeah, what I just said did not make sense, but that's how it works. But yeah, this is basically all just reading it off. And if I go ahead and fast forward this, here. Yeah, don't ask me how that works because I picked that because I had to learn that from Dr. D. Ask that from him, not me. Anyways, see? If you notice that here, notice how I'm adding a small and slight ghost step before the rhythm of the note actually appears. Because for one, it actually helps me visually time. It actually helps me hear this better in timing wise, and I can also know when the next note is also coming to an approach. This is also another example that you can also probably do in sterling silver. If you ever played the sterling silver overground mix, not the regular one, because it doesn't have the stops it does in the remix version. I do this in many other charts, but this one is the most noticeable, so that's why I chose this video. But yes, notice how as of step 369, I add a slight ghost step into this part here, so that way I follow into it just for the rhythm. So yeah. Hopefully. Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about dopamine. Dopamine, okay. Now that from a gimmick, that's something you actually would have to study it before actually knowing it. Okay. I did say you would have to know the song before actually playing the chart, but dopamine is an exception. Because there's no way you would actually happen so to know that dopamine would have a speed up in it unless you can naturally just hear it. But yeah, there's no way you guess that there's a 400 beat speed up there. Now that's something you would have to study just by sight. Well, I hope that answered your question. Yeah, also probably playing on lower speed mods would probably help, but yeah, you would suffer of how the middle would how the rest of dopamine would go. So that's probably why we recommend studying it at home before you probably would play it. Because if you want to have the ability to use a high speed mod on reading it, just study it. Yes, Orca as well. Study it too. You want to go on about rocket speed ups? I could go on Orca, Evans. What else has a rocket speed up? Revolutionary Addict. There are many other charts that have rocket speed ups, and yet you wouldn't even expect it, but that's probably why you would probably happen to know the chart first instead of the song. That's the only time where it would matter, unless it's a rocket speed up. That you would probably have to study. But yeah, Orca, that would be all memorization. And that's how I would get it too. Neutrino, Pursuer. I could go on and on, but you get the point. Well, I am closing off the stream for the night. Hopefully I got to answer everyone's question, even though I didn't really get that many people as I like to today, but it's okay. I don't necessarily care that much. I'll probably be back with another stream tomorrow, since I will have nothing to do. Alright, I am out. Bye-bye.